It's time now for your market wrap. Joining me now, our financial expert, Jeff LaBelle.
Thank you, Lena. Well, the market started the week with 3 positive sessions, but lost momentum in the final 2 days. It looks as though the global slowdown is finally being reflected in earnings. The markets had their biggest drop in 4 months. The Dow closed today down 205 points to 13,343. The S&P also finished lower, closing at 1433. And finally, the Nasdaq ended the session down just over 67 points to close at 3,005. Earnings were the big headlines this week, with a majority of the companies coming up short. IBM's earnings beat estimates, but investors didn't like the numbers. Global weakness impacted revenues, which came in well short. IBM closed today down $1.57 to $1.93. And in other earnings news, Google's shares were halted yesterday after earnings were released unexpectedly early. The stock plunged 9%, or 70 points before the Nasdaq applied the brakes. Adjusted earnings per share came in at $9.03, far below estimates of $10.63 per share. Today, the stock closed down just over 13 points to finish at $6.81 per share. And in other news, student loan debt hits another new record. The average college student who graduated in 2011 had $26,600 in student loans. It is estimated that 2/3 of last year's college grads had student loan debt. And finally, 25 years ago today, the Dow fell over 22% in what came to be known as Black Monday. Back then, I was a new broker at Dean Witter and saw the real impact the markets can make. Lessons were learned after that day. The markets are unpredictable, and the necessity for risk management is paramount. Well, let's hope we don't go through a day like that again. And that'll do it for your market wrap-up. Have a nice weekend. I'm Jeff LaBelle.
Market Wrap-Up brought to you by Gulf Coast Wealth Advisors in Sarasota and Bonita Springs, 941-362-0700. Experience, integrity, dedication.
We're experiencing some of the most volatile collapses in stock market history, and the forecast for relief doesn't look promising.
Are you protected against stock market declines, economic pitfalls, and rising taxes? Is your portfolio performing well enough to ensure you don't outlive your investments? Call me now for a free personal consultation, and I will mail you this free report.
Gulf Coast Wealth Advisors. Experience, integrity, dedication.